Today on Good Morning Maine, an arrest has been made after 2 people were killed in a reported double homicide in Denmark. Plus, a fire in Sanford proved fatal over the weekend after a makeshift tent went up in flames. And after weeks of negotiations, the Woodland pulp strike has come to an end. Good morning and welcome to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith and thank you for tuning in this morning. I hope everyone had a safe and happy holiday weekend. To start off this Monday morning, let's check out a live shot from Bar Harbor. It's a bit clearer looking than it was an hour ago. Remarkably, this is taken from the Bar Harbor Inn. There has been a bit of some stormy weather overnight, as you're probably hearing outside of your window right now. I know I sure am. With rain coming down heavily for hours, this has been pooling in the roadways, and there will also be some wind advisories until about 11 a.m. These will affect southern Penobscot, Hancock, and Washington counties. With all that rain in the road, it may be best to leave for your morning commute a little bit early if possible. Tree limbs could likely be blown down. I've heard of a couple, specifically down east right now, causing some roadblocks, also possibly causing isolated power outages and other damages as well. But hey, let's talk to the professional meteorologist. Conrad Sapinski joins us now.
Thank you so much. Our first weather this morning is brought to you by Scott's Recreation with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Wow, what a mess out there today. Hopefully, folks brought your umbrellas because it is raining pretty hard at times. Of course, that wind is blowing things around. You got to go well north to tap into some snow. Greenville is getting a little bit of snow at the moment, but they are right on the edge of transitioning into that rain. So get ready, folks. Things are going to look very messy. Now, here in town, we do have high wind warnings that are in effect till around 11 a.m. So things are going to be very, very windy throughout mainly the morning hours and then really improving into those afternoon hours. Of course, up north, a little bit of winter weather advisories with that snow that is in effect, and that is pretty much posted till 7 p.m. today. Now, wind-wise, wow, it is windy, especially if you're right by the coast. If you're right by the coast, you have wind gusts up to even 45 miles per hour, even 50 at times. Here in town, we're looking at solid 30 mile per hour gusts. Now, winds are going to continue to improve by the afternoon hours, of course, by the evening hours, and then into tomorrow. We're going to have much, much lighter winds, nothing compared to what we got going on today. Now, temperature-wise, though, near 50 today, rain showers early, couple of sprinkles left over in the afternoon, mainly staying dry later on. Windy conditions, though, so it's going to feel a lot colder than 50 degrees. Overnight tonight, though, partly cloudy skies, maybe a few flurries here and there, no accumulations here in town, and then temperatures in those mid-20s, maybe a trace on grassy surfaces. Other than that, we should stay clear from any accumulations for tomorrow, though. Mid-30s outside, partly cloudy skies, of course, much cooler and breezy conditions sticking around. Hour-by-hour forecast for later on today, we're talking near 50 degrees with even some peaks of sunshine by the afternoon hours.
Thank you, Conrad. Looks like quite the different story this afternoon. Okay, diving right into the news now. An arrest has been made in connection to a double homicide in Denmark. Around 2 p.m. on Saturday, Oxford County Sheriff's deputies were asked to conduct a welfare check for 2 individuals at a home on Fuller Lane. Upon arrival, deputies found both of the individuals dead. The Maine State Police Major Crimes Unit South was called to the scene, and both deaths were ruled as homicides. 53-year-old Tazara Jones of Denmark, who police say was the caretaker of the deceased, was taken to a hospital for a medical evaluation. The victims' identities are being withheld as officials notify next of kin. Jones has been charged with 2 counts of murder and was taken to the Oxford County Jail and will be arraigned today, in Oxford District Court. A death in Biddeford on Friday afternoon has been ruled a homicide. Biddeford police were called to an apartment on State Street just after 2 p.m. on Friday for a reported shooting. Officials say when officers arrived on scene, they removed a male from the apartment who died of his injuries. According to the Department of Public Safety, state police detectives, the Biddeford, Saco, and Old Orchard police departments worked through the night investigating the incident. The deceased was taken to the office of the chief medical examiner in Augusta, where an autopsy conducted Saturday identified the victim as 27-year-old Ahmed Sharif of Lewiston. Both the state police and Biddeford police continue to investigate the incident, and anyone with information is encouraged to call the Augusta Regional Communications Center at 624-7076 extension 9. If you missed that phone number, you can head to our website, foxbangor.com. In other news now, police say a man was killed in Sanford after a makeshift tent he was staying in caught fire on Saturday around 10:30 a.m. The Sanford Fire Department responded to a fire in a wooded area near One Eagle Drive. Fire officials reportedly found the remains of an adult male inside of a makeshift tent that had been destroyed by the fire. The victim has not yet been identified. The Sanford Police Department and Maine State Police assisted on scene, and the cause of the fire is under investigation by the State Fire Marshal's office.
Crews responded to
A family of seven is now without a home following a house fire yesterday morning in Greenfield. Our Grace Blanchard was on scene and spoke with the family.
Crews responded to a fast-moving fire in Greenfield around 10 a.m. Sunday. The blaze destroyed a home belonging to a family of seven.
Upon arrival, Greenbush 331 was first on scene. They reported that the second floor was fully involved.
According to the Milford Fire Department, an electrical issue started in a wall behind an electric heater on the first floor, sending flames up through the walls and the rest of the house.
As you can see behind us at the building, the second floor is completely gone. Home's going to be a total loss.
The fire caused damage to multiple vehicles and a nearby building on the property as well. A relative of the homeowners was one of the first to the scene and says luckily nobody was home during the time of the fire.
The whole top of the house was just engulfed in flames. Thankfully, I knew they weren't home because I had just saw them at the store, so I knew they weren't here and I knew they were safe.
The homeowners have 5 children, all below the age of 10, with the youngest being less than a year old. Madden says the family is going to need all the help they can get.
So many people stopped by already just saying they'd do anything they could to help, so spread the word, get them back on their feet.
More information about how to assist the family, such as where donations can be delivered, can be found on our website, foxbangor.com.
You know, they're willing to step up and do anything for the community and willing to help out. Now it's time for us to help them.
In Greenfield, Grace Blanchard for ABC7 and Fox 22 News.
Maine State Police have identified the man found dead at a home in St. Albans on Wednesday. Just before 3 p.m. on Wednesday, police were called to a home on the Heartland Road in St. Albans for a report of a fight between 2 men. Officials say when officers arrived on scene, they found 57-year-old Harvey Elderkin of Heartland dead. Those who knew Elderkin say he was a well-liked member of the community.
Harvey's a really good guy. He'd give you the shirt off his back. Just a really valuable member to our community. My heart goes out to the whole community and to his family.
The cause of Elderkin's death has not yet been released. The other individual involved in the fight has not been identified, and there's no word of any arrests. Officials say there is no danger to the public, and the investigation is ongoing. State police are investigating an incident near Ellsworth where shots were fired during an alleged attempted vehicle theft. According to state police, officials received a complaint that someone's vehicle was being broken into off of Dana's Ledge Road in Fletcher's Landing Township. They then received reports that someone had fired a firearm multiple times. Police confirmed the gunshots were related to the attempted theft. However, police say the suspect did not shoot at the victim. State police received aid from Ellsworth Police Department and the Hancock County Sheriff's Office. They used drones and canine to scan the area for the suspect. However, as of Sunday evening, the suspect is still at large. State police say there is no risk to the public and the investigation is ongoing. Police are investigating another incident involving shots fired at an apartment in Fairfield. Around 1:30 a.m. on Friday, Fairfield police received a 911 call from the American Lodge on Main Street. Fairfield and Waterville police responded to the scene, where they reportedly found a guest at the apartment had been injured during a fight involving 2 unidentified men. After the fight, police say the men fired several gunshots where the guest had been visiting before fleeing the area. Police are still investigating the incident and ask that anyone with information call the Fairfield Police Department. Police say they do not believe there is any threat to the general public. In other news now, one political action committee from this year's referendum election is facing hundreds of thousands of dollars in fines from the Maine Ethics Commission. Our Augusta reporter Corey Bouchard takes a look at the cause of the fines and the group's response.
The Political Action Committee Maine Automotive Right to Repair, that convinced voters to vote yes on question 4, is facing over $240,000 in fines from the Maine Ethics Commission for what it calls non-compliance with transparency laws. According to the Commission, Maine Automotive Right to Repair Committee was required to submit 6 notices to major contributors and the Commission throughout the summer and fall of 2023, within 5 days of the contributors exceeding $100,000 in total contributions. A document from the Maine Ethics Commission lists 6 major contributors as AutoZone, Advance, Clarios, Foreman, Genuine, and O'Reilly. The document also lists the preliminary penalties for each of the 6 major contributors, which adds up to a total penalty of $240,000. The Maine Automotive Right to Repair Committee has applied for a waiver from the penalties, citing in a statement to the Commission, quote, "The circumstances that led to Maine Automotive Right to Repair's inadvertent late notices stem from a misunderstanding following the Ballot Question Committee's first major contributor filing in 2022, end quote. We reached out to Maine Automotive Right to Repair Committee and did not immediately receive a response back. The Maine Ethics Commission will be deciding if to fine and how much to fine Maine Automotive Right to Repair on their November 29th meeting. In Augusta, I'm Corey Bouchard for ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
The Woodland Pulp strike has come to an end. After weeks of negotiations, union members have accepted an offer from Woodland Pulp. During their strike, mill workers called for more reliable job standards and job security, pushing back against a new job classification that aimed to replace several specialty positions with general classifications. Over the course of the strike, Woodland Pulp hired temporary workers, or scabs, to keep the facility running. Just this week, or last week, tensions reached a new high when 4 picketers were arrested for allegedly blocking a truck entrance to the mill. The arrests drew strong reaction from the Senate President Troy Jackson, who has voiced his firm support for the rights of strikers. Representatives for one of the trade unions thanked elected officials and the community for their support throughout this process. They also expressed pride in the solidarity and resilience shown by mill workers. The tentative agreements reached with Woodland Pulp include an option for better job classification for some employees, which carries with it a nearly 12% wage increase. Other employees will see general wage increases as well. The company will remove its current tiered vacation system and give all employees a 5th week of vacation. Employees will also be eligible for 20 hours of earned paid sick leave. 2 juveniles sustained minor injuries when the horse-drawn buggy they were riding was struck by a vehicle in Exeter Thursday afternoon. That crash led to an unrelated arrest. According to the Penobscot County Sheriff's Office, a Jeep driven by 31-year-old Shane Milliard struck the buggy from the rear on Avenue Road just after 3 p.m. During their investigation, deputies recovered Milliard was out on 10 different sets of bail, and his actions during the crash violated his bail conditions. He was placed under arrest and transported to the Penobscot County Jail without incident. The crash caused minor damage to the buggy and spooked the horse, causing it to run off, but was later captured. Authorities say it's important for drivers to be alert and share the road with everyone.
Yeah, this area is actually posted pretty well, warning about the different communities and the different people in the area that do operate the buggies. They are allowed to use the roadway. They have every right to be out here. You just got to be careful of them and keep an eye out for them.
The 2 juveniles in the buggy had minor injuries but did not go to the hospital. The incident remains under investigation. All right, the time now is 8:14. Coming up next on Good Morning Maine, we'll hear from local businesses on how sales fared on Black Friday. But before we go, let's take another quick look at that forecast. Rain and wind today, as we've been seeing so far. Highs of 50 degrees, though, although that wind will make it feel a bit colder. Dropping down to a low of 26 tonight. Scattered flurries throughout the night. Not much accumulation here in town, though, according to Conrad. And tomorrow, quite colder than today. Partly cloudy. High of 36 degrees.
Jerry's Used Cars has been a family-owned business for more than 30 years, currently in Corinna and Vesey. However, we have changed a little as we are no longer just a buy here, pay here dealership. We now have access to outside financing and also carry utility trailers. We would be happy to assist you with your next vehicle purchase. And don't forget, here at Jerry's Used Cars, we offer an extended warranty. So give us a call at either our Corinna or Vesey location.
As we age, we want to keep our independent spirit. As Mainers, we want to live life our way. That means enjoying everything life offers us here in Maine. It means making choices that can help you live your best life. Choices like your healthcare coverage and your healthcare team, so you can be prepared for almost anything. United Healthcare and Northern Light Health are working together in Maine to help keep you healthier, so you can live life to the fullest. If you're eligible for Medicare, you may be able to enroll in a United Healthcare Northern Light Health Medicare Advantage plan today. Take the step to make sure you have the coverage you need to help keep you active and thriving as you age. Call United Healthcare at 1-800-203-7205 or visit uhcnewengland.com.
Rowell's Garage has been serving customers in the greater Dover-Foxcroft region since 1946. Our goal is not just selling you a vehicle, but also giving you quality service to maintain your vehicle at peak performance. Browse our inventory online or in person. Whether it's a car, truck, or SUV, we can put you in the vehicle that is right for you. Sales, service, and parts. Rowell's Garage, doing business the right way every day.
As the Black Friday shopping frenzy came to Maine, many headed to big box stores, while others decided to shop small. David Ledford spoke with Bangor business owners and shoppers as they searched for the perfect gifts. Here's a closer look.
For downtown Bangor, it's huge. It's the kickoff to the holiday season.
While crowds flooded into Bangor's shopping district on Black Friday, downtown businesses celebrated Plaid Friday, a nationwide initiative that encourages shopping local instead of at the big box stores. Shop owners say the day is a big boost to business.
This is one of our biggest, biggest days year to date. It seems to get busier the closer we get to Christmas. It's good to support the small businesses. Once they're gone, they're going to be gone,
Supporting small keeps money in our community. So whether it's our store or one of our neighbors, we really appreciate your business.
Downtown shoppers explained why they're buying local.
The people that own these businesses are our friends and neighbors, and it's good to support them.
I'm not necessarily looking for a deal. I'm just looking for something different.
While some are buying local this holiday season, others still head to the big box stores to check off their shopping list. And a number of the shoppers we spoke with say it's because of the discounts.
You want to support local businesses, but also there's, incentives to go to the big brands to get those great deals.
There is a certain convenience that comes with a big box store, usually cheaper, but I do like to support, local, small, family-owned stores.
I think it's good to shop local, but people in these times have to do what they can do to survive.
Some say that both Plaid Friday and similar initiatives like Small Business Saturday do more than support local businesses. They also help Bangor's economy.
That money that you spend at a local business has a huge positive ripple effect in our economy. I mean, local businesses, the owners live here, their families are here. That money really does stay right here and helps to support everyone in our community.
In Bangor, David Ledford, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
Bangor Savings Bank is also encouraging holiday shoppers to buy local this season with a rewards program. Bowie Local is a program where customers can earn points with their Bangor Savings Bank debit MasterCard by shopping locally.
Bangor Savings Bank loves supporting our small businesses, and we support them year-round, but we're happy to support our small businesses during the holiday season to have people shop locally for their holiday shopping.
The bank is also offering a gift-giving guide which shows participating businesses and what they offer. To learn more about the program, visit our website. That program's been around for quite some time, and it also goes towards local restaurants. I think it's a super cool feature. Love to see it. Okay, well, Skowhegan streets were bustling with shoppers for Small Business Saturday this weekend, but the focus on buying local will continue all week long. Our Callie Warren has the story.
Skowhegan kicked off a week-long small shopping celebration with Small Business Saturday. The campaign is raffling off 2 $100 gift cards to local stores of the recipient's choice after making purchases at participating shops. Dozens of local businesses will offer discounts and raffles of their own all week long. Skowhegan's small business owners stress that shopping locally doesn't just support business owners, it fosters connection in the community.
Having all the locals come in on Shop Small Week is a big deal. They keep our doors open, and I really appreciate them, appreciate the friendships that we make. Big box stores, they don't remember your kids' names. Maybe they do, but I definitely will.
To Billy Clark, the owner of the local bar Unwind, supporting small businesses is a collaborative effort.
So we focus on Maine-made products. So we have Maine-made wine, beer, and spirits. So we really like to promote other small local businesses. We do a lot as small businesses too for donations with, local sports teams and fundraisers and things like that.
For some small business shoppers, this isn't just a way to support the local economy. It's a long-standing family tradition.
I like supporting small businesses. I try to shop here other times of the year as well. And yeah, it's fun to come with my 2 daughters. They both live down in southern Maine, so it's great that they can come here, and then we go out to eat.
For more information on Skowhegan's Shop Small Week, visit mainstreetskowhegan.org. In Skowhegan, Callie Warren, ABC 7 and Fox 22 News.
A bunch of happy holiday shoppers. I love to see it. Okay, the time now is 8:21. After the break, the decades-long Fill the Boot fundraiser was held by the Bangor Professional Firefighters on Friday. We'll get a recap as Good Morning Maine continues.
When you've experienced fire and smoke damage in your home, when pipes break and you have water everywhere, when you're concerned about your family's health because of mold, you need a friendly face to take care of it all. You need the friendly faces of Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. We're just a click or call away. Whatever life throws at you, Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration is here for you. Bouchard Cleaning and Restoration. You keep the memories. We'll handle the rest.
The clock is ticking on the Toyota year-end closeout, so don't miss out on spectacular year-end closeout savings.
Time to get them, don't wanna miss a thing.
You could save up to $9,500 with 1.99 for 72 on an all-electric BZ4X, plus get $2,500 financing cash for total savings of up to $12,000. See your New England Toyota dealer, your all-wheel drive headquarters.
Don't wanna miss a thing.
Toyota, let's go places.
Satisfaction with AARP and the Stones. AARP members get special pre-sale access to the Stones Tour 24, Hackney Diamonds. Pre-sale starts November 29 at 10 a.m. local time. Not an AARP member? Learn more or join today.
When the Coach House Restaurant wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. The Coach House Restaurant, family dining at its best with fine home-cooked meals, delicious homemade desserts, and a large menu of tasty offerings for breakfast, lunch, or dinner.
I'm John Morgan of Morgan & Morgan. With so many mesothelioma lawyers on television, how do you choose the right firm for you and your family? Our goal is to get you as much as you deserve. $30 billion was set aside for mesothelioma victims like you. If you've been diagnosed with mesothelioma, we'll come to you within 24 hours so our team can get to work right away. Call us now. There's only one Morgan & Morgan.
Call 1-800-602-5800.
Bangor Professional Firefighters stood with their boots in hand along Hogan Road on Friday as part of their decades-long Fill the Boot fundraiser. The yearly tradition raises money and awareness for muscular dystrophy. Our chief photographer, Dave Simpson, brings us some of the sights and sounds from that event.
We've got several firefighters out here today collecting money for the Muscular Dystrophy Association, our annual Black Friday Fill the Boot drive. Oh look, there's hands coming from everywhere. Last year it was, I believe, over $10,000 we raised in about 4 hours. Thank you very much. Happy holidays. Thank you. Hi, puppy. People are in a very giving mood. They're very generous with their money. And without their support, we wouldn't be able to be as successful as we are in helping MDA fulfill their mission as well.
Freezing your butt off. You needed some pizza.
Thank you.
Too. I didn't know if you want me to
Yeah, we'll set it right inside the truck, actually.
You know, it's the holidays. You have to give back, and it's for a great cause. So yeah.
The International Association of Firefighters as a whole is the Muscular Dystrophy Association's #1 supporter and has been since 1954. We're rapidly approaching over $1 billion raised for MDA through the IAFF's Fill the Boot outreach program. Specifically, we are really lucky to have the community involvement that we have and the community support that we have, and that has allowed us to almost every year for the past 5 years be the #1 fire department fundraiser in the entire Northeast United States. Without the community support, we wouldn't be able to do that. It's the community that does it. We're just the vessel that is chosen to do so. Thank you very much. Happy holidays, guys.
In some work. That is awesome. Okay, the time now is 8:26. Time to get a full look at that forecast with meteorologist Conrad Sapinski.
Thank you so much. Our main weather today is brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, locations in Turner, Manchester, Hermon, and Orono, Maine. Wow, what a system we got going on right now. All of this is in our region. Boston, of course, New York City, some rain earlier, but for our region here in town, rain, but north of town, we're looking at a little bit of snow mixing on in. Of course, Greenville getting in on some snow right on the edge right there of that rain and snow, so get ready. Things are going to get very messy the next couple of hours when it transitions to all rain. Visibility wise though, 5 miles here in town, not too bad by the coast, but then up north, Millinocket area, of course into Greenville, we're looking at lower visibilities than that. The rain's not going to last long. By the afternoon, mainly cloudy skies, mostly cloudy, let's say, maybe a couple peaks of sunshine. Some sprinkles will continue to be left over. Other than that, most of that precipitation will be moving out of the area. Now, overnight tonight, maybe some snow showers, maybe some flurries going on with temperatures below freezing. But for the most part, most of that heavy precipitation is going to be long gone. Rainfall-wise, though, a little bit more rain to go. Not much. We have seen closer to ½ an inch so far. So definitely on the back end of the storm for now. And like I said, maybe a trace of snow by the morning hours tomorrow. But other than that, we should stay clear. Temperature-wise, though, our average high this time of year right now is around 41 degrees. Take a look at that. Now for tomorrow, mid-30s outside and whew, even colder by Wednesday, a little bit warmer Thursday into Friday, and right back down into the 30s by Sunday. So once again, that up and down trend will be continuing throughout the week this week. Now, today, we're talking at temperatures around 50, and then we're going to start to cool down into the 40s, let's say by the afternoon, of course, to the evening hours. Rain showers early, a couple of sprinkles possible in the afternoon. It's going to continue to stay windy, though, so really you want to hold your hats and definitely buckle up. For tonight, though, it's going to be a bit chilly. Mid-20s outside, partly cloudy skies, a couple of flurries here and there, maybe a snow shower really, really late overnight into those morning hours on Tuesday. Now for tomorrow, like I said, maybe those flurries possible early. Other than that, we're going to stay clear with partly cloudy skies, temperatures in those mid-30s. Our extended forecast outlook does show lots of sunshine Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday, then more chances of rain by Friday.
Come bowl a few games here at Bangor Brewer Bowling Lanes. We're one of the only candlepin bowling alley centers in Maine, conveniently located in the heart of Brewer. You always have the opportunity to simply bowl for fun. However, you can also join a league. We have youth leagues, adult and senior leagues. Now don't forget, we also host birthday parties for under $100, and gift certificates are also available. Give us a call right away at 989-3798 to make reservations for your birthday party today.
Something that shouldn't be so hard, finding matching socks. Something else that shouldn't be so hard, finding and enrolling in a health insurance plan that covers things you actually need. Good thing here in Maine, we have CoverMe.gov. Here you can search health insurance options, choose the plan that works for you, and get financial help to pay premiums. A plan that fits, a price that works. We've got you covered at CoverMe.gov. That's CoverMe.gov.
Hey, you should try new Robitussin Honey Medi-Soothers for long-lasting cough and sore throat relief. Try new Robitussin lozenges with real medicine. And find your voice.
You know, we really need to work on your people skills.
Great things are always cooking at the Ground. New menu, new specials, with an amazing variety of choices for every taste. Good times, great service, and amazing food. Only at your locally owned Ground, Odland Road, Bangor.
Harvey High is now in session. Today's subjects: biology.
Name an animal with the long neck.
Dinosaur, long neck, yeah.
Let me ask you something. When the last time you seen one?
Anatomy.
Name a part of Steve Harvey that a woman might want to kiss.
Your six-pack.
The six-pack? Does she know who Steve Harvey is? You got to dig for it, but it's in there.
Get schooled with Family Feud.
Weeknights at 7 on Fox 22.
Now to breaking news. An arrest overnight in the shooting of 3 Palestinian college students. The brazen attack in the small city of Burlington, Vermont, half of a world away from the conflict in the Middle East, has families of the victims demanding a hate crime investigation. ABC's Andrew Dimbert has the latest.
Overnight, police arresting the man accused of shooting 3 Palestinian college students in Burlington, Vermont. The suspect, identified as 48-year-old Jason J. Eaton, was taken into custody near the shooting scene, located in front of Eaton's apartment building. Authorities say 2 of the victims were wearing Palestinian scarves called keffiyehs while bowling over Thanksgiving break. They were reportedly speaking Arabic while returning to one of their relatives' homes when police say the suspect approached them and fired at least 4 rounds without saying a word, then ran off.
He sent the 3rd victim with a cruiser to the hospital.
Police say 2 are stable at the hospital. The 3rd suffered more serious injuries. The victims, identified by their families as Tassin Ali Ahmed of Trinity College, Kinian Abdal Hamid, a student at Haverford College, and Hisham Awartani, a junior at Brown. Hisham Awartani's uncle tells the New York Times a bullet hit his nephew's spine and he lost feeling in the lower part of his body. Burlington's police chief saying in this charged moment, no one can look at this incident and not suspect that it may have been a hate-motivated crime, but still urging the public not to make any conclusions, adding there is no additional information to suggest the suspect's motive. The FBI overnight said it's providing resources in support of the investigation, hoping to help determine any potential factors and motives. The FBI previously warned of so-called lone wolf attackers who may be motivated by the Israel-Hamas war. As for Jason Eaton, police have not revealed any other details about him. He's expected to be arraigned today.
Turning to the Middle East and to the latest on the Israel-Hamas hostage deal. Since the 2 sides agreed to a temporary pause in fighting, Hamas has released 58 hostages taken from Israel. And Israel has released 117 Palestinian women and teenagers held prisoner. The 4-day truce was set to expire today, but there's a chance the deal could be extended. ABC's Justin Finch follows the details from Washington.
Critically needed aid is going in and hostages are coming out.
President Biden delivering good news that the 3rd group of hostages is being released and delivered to freedom, including 4-year-old Abigail Idan, an American dual citizen abducted by Hamas. The young girl spending her birthday in captivity after losing both parents during a kibbutz attack on October 7th.
She's free and she's in Israel now. And so those who are now wrapping Abigail in love and care and the supportive services she needs, she's been through a terrible trauma.
16 more hostages, including Israelis and foreign nationals, some women and children, were handed over by Hamas overnight. 9-year-old Emily Hand also among those released on Saturday, embracing her father in an Israeli hospital. The family initially fearful the reunion might not happen when Hamas announced a delay in the day's exchange, providing a list of complaints including that not enough aid was getting into northern Gaza. The U.S. helped broker the deal that led to the release of hostages in groups starting on Friday. In return, a pause in fighting. Israel, in exchange, is releasing Palestinian prisoners. It's been days of emotional reunions for families in the West Bank, too. But the Israeli government has demanded police break up celebrations over their release.
Our feeling of joy is clouded by sadness because of the massacre committed by the Israeli occupation against our people in Gaza.
Tomorrow will be the 4th day of the ceasefire, with more hostages expected to be released, with mediators working to extend this day by day. In Jerusalem, Israel, Alex Hogan, Fox News.
Early Saturday morning, Russia launched its most intense drone attack on Ukraine since the beginning of its invasion, more than a year and a half ago. Kyiv, the Ukrainian capital, took the brunt of the attack. Altogether, Russia launched 75 Iranian-made drones. Ukraine says it's destroyed all but one of them. At least 5 civilians were injured, including an 11-year-old child, and several buildings were damaged by falling debris. The debris left a crater in the courtyard of a residential area, and the windows of a nearby building were blown out. A car was also damaged in the attack. Coming up on the second half of the newscast, if you love animals but don't have room in your home, consider buying a shelter pet a holiday gift. We'll hear who's collecting donations as Good Morning Maine continues.
Float to Fire Farms. Our products and staff are of the highest quality. Glassware, powerful puff, and CBD products. You'll be so happy your face will light up. 38 Storette Drive in Belfast.
The roar of our engines, the pump of our heartbeats, the sparks that unite us, to the passions that drive us. We're driven by the things we love. From the visions that lead us, the feelings that inspire us, to the roads that bring us together. Coastal Auto Parts, 29 locations in Maine, will get you to the moments that matter most. With the largest network of parts and care to keep you firing on all cylinders. Coastal Auto Parts is owned and operated by a Maine family that cares.
Float to Fire Farms. Our products and staff are of the highest quality. Glassware, powerful puff, and CBD products. You'll be so happy your face will light up. 38 Storette Drive in Belfast.
The Rotary Club of Bangor's Festival of Lights Parade, Saturday, December 2nd.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. I'm Emma Smith, and today is November 27th, 2023, and today is Cyber Monday. Established in 2005, Cyber Monday has grown in popularity in recent years, especially among folks who want shopping deals but don't want to bother with the crowds of Black Friday. This year, 182 million consumers are projected to take advantage of the season's lowest online prices, with online shopping being the new normal. Even Black Friday shopping hitting an online record, with nearly $10 billion spent online by shoppers this past Friday. I was one of those people. I did not go shopping out and about. I shopped online. This is up 7.5% from last year. And now let's switch gears and check out some history. On this day in 1895, Nobel Prizes were established through the will drawn up by Alfred Bernhard Nobel, a Swedish chemist, engineer, and industrialist who invented dynamite and other more powerful explosives. And in 1910, New York's Penn Station opened as the world's largest railway terminal. 1 year later, in 1911, an audience threw vegetables at actors for the first recorded time in the United States. I'm very curious to see what type of play they were observing. In 1924, also in New York, the first Macy's Thanksgiving Day Parade was held. It appears then that next year will be the 100th year. Very cool. And in 1978, gay rights activist Harvey Milk, who was one of the first openly gay elected officials in U.S. history, was assassinated in San Francisco. His killer, Dan White, being convicted of manslaughter after successfully alleging that clinical depression had impaired his judgment. And on this day in 2013, Frozen, the highest-grossing animated film of all time, was released. For birthdays today, we have iconic martial artist and actor Bruce Lee. He was born on this day in 1940, of course, tragically passing away much too young in 1973. And we have another iconic posthumous birthday, that of rock guitarist Jimi Hendrix. He was born on this day in 1942, passing away also much too soon in 1970. And it's also the birthday of a favorite TV show host and science educator for many American students. American engineer Bill Nye is 68 today. It was always a good day when you got to watch Bill Nye in science class. Okay, moving right along, let's get a check of that forecast. It's quite windy and rainy. Be careful if you have to head out on the roads. Let's check in with Conrad Sapinski.
Thank you so much. Our first weather this morning is brought to you by Scott's Recreation with locations in Turner, Manchester, Herman, and Orono, Maine. Wow, what a mess out there today. Hopefully you folks brought your umbrellas because it is raining pretty hard at times. Of course, that wind is blowing things around. You got to go well north to tap into some snow. Greenville's getting a little bit of snow at the moment, but they are right on the edge of transitioning into that rain. So get ready, folks. Things are going to look very messy. Now, here in town, we do have high wind warnings that are in effect till around 11 a.m. So things are going to be very, very windy throughout mainly the morning hours and then really improving into those afternoon hours. Of course, up north, a little bit of winter weather advisories with that snow that is in effect, and that is pretty much posted till 7 p.m. today. Now, wind-wise, wow, it is windy, especially if you're right by the coast. If you're right by the coast, you have wind gusts up to even 45 miles per hour, even 50 at times. Here in town, we're looking at solid 30 mile per hour gusts. Now, winds are going to continue to improve by the afternoon hours, of course, by the evening hours, and then into tomorrow. We're going to have much, much lighter winds, nothing compared to what we got going on today. Now, temperature-wise, though, near 50 today, rain showers early, couple of sprinkles left over in the afternoon, mainly staying dry later on. Windy conditions, though, so it's going to feel a lot colder than 50 degrees. Overnight tonight, though, partly cloudy skies, maybe a few flurries here and there, no accumulations here in town, and then temperatures in those mid-20s, maybe a trace on grassy surfaces. Other than that, we should stay clear from any accumulations for tomorrow, though. Mid-30s outside, partly cloudy skies, of course, much cooler and breezy conditions sticking around. Hour-by-hour forecast for later on today, we're talking near 50 degrees with even some peaks of sunshine by the afternoon hours.
Thank you, Conrad. With holiday shopping in full swing, some are making sure furry friends don't get left out of the festivities. A Place for Pups is once again collecting donations to support animals in need of a home. Saturday, the group filled a car with food, toys, cleaning supplies, and more outside of Napa Auto Parts in Skowhegan for the 5th year of the Presents for Pets fundraiser.
We do this, because the pets that are in the humane societies are waiting for their forever homes. And Christmas is important for everybody. So we just hope that you'll get out and donate.
Donations will go to the Somerset Humane Society in Skowhegan and Spirit's Place, a cat sanctuary in St. Albans. Those who wish to donate to animals in need can visit the Place for Pups Facebook page. Always a place to donate to. These places in the local areas are always in need of food and blankets and cleaning supplies and all sorts of stuff. Okay, still to come here this morning, Devin Dagnall will be live in Augusta with a preview of a special canine dinner event. We'll be right back.
Who likes to drink good coffee? At Carabassa Coffee Company, we roast premium quality coffee beans from all over the world. Roasted to perfection in small batches, our coffee is always fresh. We offer a large selection, including our specialty blends, organics, single origins, decaf, and flavor. Whether you like light, medium, or dark roasts, we have coffee to suit every taste. We offer flat rate shipping for online orders, and we ship fast. Carabassa Coffee Company. Drink good coffee.
My father worked at the mill for over 30 years. He was exposed to a great community and excelled at his job, but he was also exposed to asbestos. The air quality inside the mill was always his biggest complaint. He had no idea how deadly some of the products and materials were. When he was diagnosed with mesothelioma, we knew to call Joe Bornstein's office to get my dad the help he needs and the justice he deserves.
Call Joe today for a free case evaluation. There's never a fee unless you win.
Great Scott! This is Green Bear 420 in 2010. What kind of trip is this? I gotta get back to 2023. Wait, it's 2015. So much has changed. In 2023, we had a lot more glass, t-shirts, and novelties. It's gonna take a bolt of lightning to get me home. Finally, home at last. Now Green Bear 420, Green Bear Green Care is bigger and better than ever. To be continued.
Looking for your dream home? Contact a Next Homie today and see what's available right now. Sellers, get ready to get looped and get sold. With Next Home Experience, we have your buyers.
John Hamm stars as Detective Marvin Flute in Grim Bite. Big Bite. Grimsburg. Special preview January 7th on Fox.
Welcome back to Good Morning Maine. Now let's check in with Devin Dagnall, who's down in Augusta with a group that's getting ready for a potluck supper with some super pooches. Devin?
Hey, good morning, Emma. I am here at the Maine Greyhound Placement Service, joined by their president, Dawn. Dawn, how are we doing today?
Good, how are you?
I'm doing all right. Who are these lovely pups that we have with us today?
This guy is Johnny. His racing name is WW Johnny Boy.
Johnny Boy.
And this is Roman, and his racing name is Roman.
Okay. How you guys doing?
The same.
Yeah? Okay. So you actually have a potluck dinner coming up this weekend, or a potluck supper is what you have it on there as. Can you tell me a little bit about that, why you're doing that?
Yeah, so basically we like to get together around the holiday season, and what our main priority is to have everyone have a time to socialize and also to spread the word about Greyhound adoption, volunteering, fostering, and like I said, raising donations, because we're totally volunteer run, and that's how we make our primary fundraising for the year, is we have one event in the summer and one in the winter.
Okay, so really what are you guys hoping to get out of this weekend? And can you give me a specific time on when everything is going on this weekend?
Yeah, December 2nd, it's 3 to 5 is like the social time, so we have our little shop that's open to buy anything here for their greyhound or pets. We have a photo studio so they can get their pets photos for, and then 5 on is going to be the supper.
Okay. And so you said you were hoping to get some volunteers, but also some donations. How are you guys doing on volunteers right now? Are you looking for a lot of help?
Yeah, there's always a need. Basically, with people having their busy lives, jobs, all that, which we understand. But these guys need to go out. Typically, we have them go out 4 times a day. So they go out at breakfast, noon, supper, and then at bedtime. So we need typically four different volunteers to come in every single day, 365 days of the year. So we're always looking for volunteers.
And you were telling me also donations. Now, obviously, people can come and donate and have supper and have a great time with all these pups, but what if somebody can't make it in? Is there a way for them to be able to donate still?
Yes. On our website at greyhoundplacement.com, there's one of the tabs that says donate, and there's listed about probably almost 15 different ways that they can donate, whether it's through PayPal, whether it's mailing a donation directly here, going on Facebook. We have Facebook fundraisers, so there's lots of different ways. They can also donate supplies. We always need supplies, whether it's dog food, whether it's anything for basic care, like they're doing their laundry, even detergent.
Along with those donations, you were telling me that there's also going to be a giving tree for these guys at the supper. Can you tell me about that?
Yeah, so we'll have a giving tree. What we did is post it online. So what we like to do is we give people an opportunity to bring in the supplies. Like we take any blankets. We use that for their bedding. It doesn't have to be new. It can be the things that you're rotating out of your house. They use that for bedding, so that's great. We need laundry detergent, bleach, fabric softener sheets, all those normal things that you do to take care of one dog. We just need them to take care of multiple dogs. So we'll have opportunities to bring those in and put under our tree for our greyhounds.
And, well, obviously the goal with this is to get these pups rehomed as soon as possible. So, you know, people can find information about that online, and then they can also just come out and meet them this Saturday, right?
Exactly.
Okay, sounds great. You guys, you got to check it out. All right, back to you, Emma.
Thank you, Devin. I'm looking at their website right now, and it says, retired racing greyhounds are quiet, clean, gentle, good-natured dogs that adapt and get along well with children and other pets. If you're looking for a dog, that seems like a great option. Okay, they've convinced me. When we return, we'll have a look at that chaotic local forecast. Don't go away.
Miracle Ear made it easy. I just booked an appointment, and a certified hearing care professional evaluated my hearing loss and helped me find the right device calibrated to my unique hearing needs.
Call now and book your free hearing evaluation.
Making contributions to a 529, no matter how big or how small, keeps the conversation going for a family.
Some sort of training beyond high school is needed. Having some money put away, that's kind of our goal.
And it helps your child think about what they want to do with their future and know that they have some financial support, but also your support as a parent to pursue their dreams.
To learn more about NextGen 529, its investment objectives, risks, and costs, read the program description at nextgenforme.com. Check if your home state has a 529 plan that offers tax or other benefits.
Honey, where's the countertop?
I sent it out to the granite shop this morning to be replaced.
Wow. The quickest turnaround in the business. The Granite Shop in Sedgwick.
At US Cellular, anyone can get any phone free. So give yourself a free phone.
She's here.
Then give yourself the gift of not checking it. The gift of connection at US Cellular. New and current customers get any phone free.
Miracle Ear made it easy. I just booked an appointment, and a certified hearing care professional evaluated my hearing loss and helped me find the right device calibrated to my unique hearing needs.
Call now and book your free hearing evaluation.
New polls find few Americans believe a cherished American value is still a dream within their reach. A dream within their reach. Did I say that right? I don't know. A poll from the Wall Street Journal and the National Opinion Research Council say only 36% of Americans now think the American dream lives, and half of the voters think life in the U.S. is worse than it was 50 years ago. 10 years ago, in the same poll, 53% of Americans said it was still achievable. One factor is inflation, with overall prices up more than 17% since the crisis began. A similar Mass Mutual poll had 42% saying their American dream is now gone. Financial security in that poll was the top factor. We keep blaming things on inflation, but it's like if you can't afford rent or your mortgage, that's kind of what it is. Okay, I'll get off my soapbox. I should stay off it for the rest of the day. Let's check in with meteorologist Conrad Sapinski with our full weather forecast.
Thank you so much. Our main weather today is brought to you by Scott's Recreation, New England's largest trailer dealer, home of Maine's lowest camper and tractor prices, locations in Turner, Manchester, Hermon, and Orono, Maine. Wow, what a system we got going on right now. All of this is in our region. Boston, of course, New York City. Some rain earlier, but for our region here in town, rain, but north of town, we're looking at a little bit of snow mixing on in. Of course, Greenville getting in on some snow right on the edge right there of that rain and snow, so get ready. Things are going to get very messy the next couple of hours when it transitions to all rain. Visibility-wise, though, 5 miles here in town. Not too bad by the coast, but then up north, Millinocket area, of course, into Greenville, we're looking at lower visibilities than that. The rain's not going to last long. By the afternoon, mainly cloudy skies, mostly cloudy, let's say, maybe a couple peaks of sunshine. Some sprinkles will continue to be left over. Other than that, most of that precipitation will be moving out of the area. Now, overnight tonight, maybe some snow showers, maybe some flurries going on with temperatures below freezing. But for the most part, most of that heavy precipitation is going to be long gone. Rainfall-wise, though, a little bit more rain to go. Not much. We have seen closer to half an inch so far. So definitely on the back end of the storm for now. And like I said, maybe a trace of snow by the morning hours tomorrow. But other than that, we should stay clear. Temperature-wise, though, our average high this time of year right now is around 41 degrees. Take a look at that. Now for tomorrow, mid-30s outside and whew, even colder by Wednesday, a little bit warmer Thursday into Friday, and right back down into the 30s by Sunday. So once again, that up and down trend will be continuing throughout the week this week. Now, today, we're talking at temperatures around 50, and then we're going to start to cool down into the 40s, let's say by the afternoon, of course, to the evening hours. Rain showers early, a couple of sprinkles possible in the afternoon. It's going to continue to stay windy, though, so really you want to hold your hats and definitely buckle up. For tonight, though, it's going to be a bit chilly. Mid-20s outside, partly cloudy skies, a couple of flurries here and there, maybe a snow shower really, really late overnight into those morning hours on Tuesday. Now for tomorrow, like I said, maybe those flurries possible early. Other than that, we're going to stay clear with partly cloudy skies, temperatures in those mid-30s. Our extended forecast outlook does show lots of sunshine Tuesday, Wednesday into Thursday, then more chances of rain by Friday.
There's never been a better time to get away with a great deal on the Hyundai you've always wanted. Plus America's best warranty and up to 3 years complimentary maintenance. It's your journey. Own every mile at the Hyundai Getaway Sales Event. Now's the time to get in and get away. Lease an Ioniq 5 for $299 a month. Plus get a complimentary EV charger and installation credit. See your Bangor Hyundai dealer.
Satisfaction with AARP and the Stones. AARP members get special pre-sale access to the Stones Tour 24, Hackney Diamonds. Pre-sale starts November 29 at 10 a.m. local time. Not an AARP member? Learn more or join today.
When Fire Farms wants to know the local forecast, they log on to foxbangor.com. Fire Farms is Belfast's #1 dispensary, offering a great selection of glass pipes, water pipes, CBD products, and much more. Stop by Fire Farms today for the best deals and products around.
Do you have a wet basement, nasty crawl space, settling foundation, sinking concrete, or clogged gutters? I'm Tony Hafford with TC Hafford Basement Systems, all things basementy. For over 30 years, thousands of homeowners throughout Maine and southeastern New Hampshire have trusted TC Hafford. Basement waterproofing, crawl space repair, stabilizing foundations, concrete leveling, and gutter installation. Call TC Hafford Basement Systems for all things basementy.
If you've been injured in an accident, get Maine's most recognized personal injury law firm working for you today. The law offices of Joe Bornstein, fighting and winning for injured Mainers for nearly 50 years. Selected best lawyers in America for personal injury, recognized for professional excellence. With more than $500 million collected for injured Mainers and over 25,000 victories for Maine families. Call Joe for a free case evaluation and get the Bornstein Advantage.
Millions of Americans are still heading back home from their Thanksgiving celebrations. The Transportation Security Administration says it expects the Thanksgiving travel season to end tomorrow. The agency predicted Sunday's traffic would likely be the busiest travel day, with an expected nearly 3 million people on the move. The TSA adds this year it has already experienced 7 of the top 10 busiest travel days in its history. Major airports in Chicago, Los Angeles, and Atlanta are just a few dealing with high volumes of passengers. A Rockland department store got a surprise guest this Thanksgiving. Around 1 p.m., Rockland police responded to a call about a possible break-in at TJ Maxx, but upon arrival, they found a deer running through the aisles. Police say a large front window was smashed out and a number of items had been knocked over inside the store. Officers assisted store management with herding the deer outside. The animal was eventually able to leave the building on its own and was not seriously injured. I definitely suggest going to our website, foxbangor.com, to check out the audio of that video. It just cracked me up how nonchalant the officer was, just like, whoa, and there he goes. Okay, finally now, lastly, a bottle of scotch made from a batch 97 years ago has the spirits world over a barrel with a record price. Sotheby's Auction House has sold a bottle of McClellan 1926 Adami Scotch whiskey for the whopping price of $2.1 million in London. The single bottle of McClellan comes from a batch originally made in 1926 and was aged in sherry casks for 60 years before being bottled. The $2.1 million price is a record for any spirits price. Only 40 bottles of the 1926 McClellan have ever been produced, and they are not for sale. Based on this sale, one shot of it would cost you $131,000. I'll pass. I don't even like scotch. Okay, thank you for joining us. It's kind of early for these conversations too. If you missed anything, head to foxbangor.com. We hope you have a great day.